Today, I'll be showing you how to make your very own global leaderboard. Hopping into Studio, the first thing you're going to need is a leaderboard model. If you look in the description, I've provided a link to a model that I'll be using for this tutorial. If you look inside the model, you'll see that there's the main part. There's a leaderboard slot, which will be what displays the rank and name and value of the different players who are on the leaderboard. Inside the panel, you'll see there's a loading frame, which is what is being displayed right now, a main frame, which has a scrolling frame, and a UI grid layout. What I'm going to do next is make a simple leader stats script, so then we'll actually have something to display on the leaderboard. So here's the leader stats script. It's very simple. All it does is gives the player a leader stats folder, a value named coins, and increases the value of coins by 1 every second. If your game has something more complicated than this, that's completely fine. All you're really going to need is just the name of whatever value you're trying to save. Now for the main script, I'm going to create a script inside of server script service, and I'm going to call it global leaderboard handler. And then I'm going to write out a few variables, and I'll explain what they are. So the variables I have here is first data store service and an ordered data store. Using an ordered data store, we'll be able to get the top values from that data store, which is how we'll make the leaderboard. Then right in this section, we have the leaderboard model, the slot template, which is this, and then we also have the mainframe, which is right here and is what will be displaying the different rankings and values. Then we have the load frame, which will be enabled when global leaderboard is loading, and we have the scroll frame, which is what will actually put the leaderboard slots in. Then we have the grid layout, which will evenly display all the slot templates. Next, we have the board args. The first one, smallest first, is set to false. What this will do is will it show the highest values or the smallest values first. I want it to show the largest values first, so that's why I set it to false. Then the number to show is 100. This is how many rankings will be shown, so this will show the top 100 players. Then the minimum is the minimum amount it takes to get onto the leaderboard, and the maximum is the maximum amount it takes to get onto the leaderboard. And this right here is just a really big number. Next, we'll be starting on the main update function. So first, we're going to start off with a local function called update leaderboard, and the 4 main parts for this is we're going to have a save data to data store. Next, we're going to have enable load screen. The next part will be load data onto leaderboard. And the last part will be disable load screen. So for the first part, how we're going to do this is we're going to just loop through each player in the game and then save their amount of coins to the ordered data store. Now that we got the value of the coins and we check that the coins exist and that the coins value is greater than the minimum, now we can save the data. You're also going to want to make sure to change this right here to whatever leader stat you're trying to change here. So you can see in our leader stat script, we called our value coins. So we're going to want to make sure that this is the exact same name as the value we're saving. So this right here will save the data to the data store, but just to be safe, I'm going to make a p call. So if anything goes wrong while setting the data, our whole script won't break. So here we have the first part completely done. We go through each player in the game, make sure that their user ID is greater than 0, make sure that they have coins and that their coins is above the minimum value, and save their data to the data store. Next, we need to enable the loading screen. This is a pretty simple step. So for the second part, we're going to disable the main frame and enable the loading frame. Then we're going to parent the grid layout to our script so that when we clear the children from the scroll frame, the grid layout won't get deleted. Now for the third part, how we're going to load data onto the leaderboard is we're basically going to use some methods that come with ordered data stores, and we're going to be able to get a table with the top 100 values in the data store. So what this code does is this will return a table containing the top values in the data store. Then we're just going to go through each of them with a for loop and put the data onto the leaderboard. So what this code does right here is first we make a few variables to get the user ID, the coins value, and then we set the name to failed to load. So when we try to get the name using the user ID, if that doesn't work, then the name will just be displayed as failed to load. After that, we clone the slot template, we make its name the user ID, and we give it the layout order of rank so it will be displayed properly. Then we make the name label text, the name, the rank with a little hashtag behind it, and the score label, the score of how much coins or whatever your value would be. Then we parent it to the scroll frame. Now, there's one last thing I want to add, and that is if you're first place, I want the ranking text to be gold, and if you're second, it'll be silver, and if you're third, it'll be bronze. So for the rank customization, I first make a variable of what the end result color should be, and I just set this to the default color, so if there is no first, second, or third, then it will just remain the default color. Then I check to see if the rank is 1, 2, or 3, and I give it its according color. So the last step in this function will be to disable the loading screen. Now that our function is done, I'm going to finish off the script by making a while loop and updating the function every so often. The very last thing I'm going to do to this script is wait for the players to load in. So this is our complete script. Let's go test it out. One thing that I messed up is this should not be a capital L, this should be a lowercase l. So it should be player.leaderstats with a lowercase coins value. Before you test your game, make sure to go to Game Settings, Security, and enable Studio Access to API Services. If you don't have this enabled, you'll get an error because without this, you can't access data stores. Okay, loading in, we can see that my name is displayed at first place with 3 coins. I'm now going to go test this on a different account and see if my name still pops up and if the new account will be saved onto the leaderboard. Okay, loading into the game, we can see that it's updating, and there we go. My test account is first place with 4 coins, and my original account is second place with 3. This is the end of the video. If it helped, please make sure to like and subscribe, and if you have any ideas for future videos, leave them down in the comments below.